Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here with the Mighty Ducky, and welcome back to Zero to Hero, the series where we go from space crap-out pilot to hopefully one day God amongst the stars. Now, as you can see, we are sitting here in our lovely flying banana, the Imperial Clipper. And as you can tell from that, we've made some good strides towards hero status. And what we're doing now, we're currently in Pribilov Port because last time I logged out here in this account, I was next door in HIP 93377, otherwise known as Canary Mining Territory. So, what am I doing? Well, at the moment we are here and I'm looking into doing some of the new stuff that has been introduced in 2.2, because I believe this is the first episode of Zero to Hero since 2.2 has been released. And what I want to do is go and change around a few things in the ship. So what I'm going to go and do is that we're basically going for... we don't only have up to class 6 passenger cabins. We don't have anything bigger than that. Alright, so that's fine. I'll keep that bi-weave as it is. And I suspect we're going to need a fuel scoop if I don't already have one. So I'm going to go browse shop. Let's go for a class 4 fuel scoop. Now, oh, it's fuel tanks, that is. I want a fuel scoop. Why have they got the same bloody logo? The same icon? That just messes with my head. So we've got a class 4 fuel scoop. That's good enough. Now, I'm curious. Oh, nope. What I'm thinking, browse shop, passenger cabins, let's put all these over to economy. So, right, there we go, economy. So, that's 8, 12... 14, just those ones. Because I'm thinking I want to get a bunch of better cabins in a way. Because I could go to business class if I wanted, or even first class, but I don't want to do that really. So I'll go to business or first. So I'm going to leave that at the moment. We've just got a bunch of economy class cabins. Let's go and have a look at what we can do. Because the weird thing is the Imperial Clipper is a bit awkwardly set up for passenger missions. I mean, you can do it, and I could go and get more passenger cabins in there. But I've got 7 tons of prosodium in the cargo rack, so I'm not quite sure why I have them. I can't remember what I was doing with them. I've got to go and check why. So I'm not going to sell them until I know that I don't need them. Because I'm going to get very annoyed if I go and sell them and only to find out that I still need them. So we're done that. So let's go out. Let's go into the passenger lounge. And here we go. We've only got a few missions really, because we haven't got a lot that we can do. So this isn't far. It's 13 light years, 18 passengers. It's not a great amount, but we're not even cordial with these guys. We're neutral. So I might actually just go and do that, because that's a bunch of them. So let's go and accept that one. So that's all the ones we've got from these. We've got sort down here, which are refugees. That's just lower than 100. Telemetry suites. Let's decline that for now. So we've got a couple down here we can do. We've got tourists. They want to go... Alright, okay, that's not too far away. That's not too far away. It's not too much again, but again, we're getting to the lower end of neutral with these guys. Well, these are the pirate faction, so I'm not really surprised. Let's have a look here. Nothing. Joe 9 to Stellar. Refugees. We've got a couple from Jonai. These guys. Tourists. I hope this isn't a long range one. No, that's not too far. That's not too far. So let's pick a cabin for these. Now we've only got a couple of spots left. And so we've got 6 tourists. And they want to go how far? 13 light years. 6 tourists, let's pick cabins. There we go, so we're almost completely full. So there we go, so we're full of passengers. So what we need to do is have a look on the galaxy map now and find out where they want to go. Oh look, they're all over in the same cluster. That's perfect. So, we've got Pranavantel, contested. Let's buy the data. Let's have a look. I'm hoping none of these are going to be a... Oh, never mind. I was about to say I was hoping none of these are actually going to be a planetary landing. But, oh well. So there we go. We've got our first destination set. So let's go and launch. And go and see just how easy these things are going to be. So we'll go and drop all these off. We'll see if we can find some more contracts as we're going. Because I want to go and see just how well this goes. Because it's kind of like trading in a way, but it's only with passengers. It works in a very different way. In ways, because for trading you basically have to just know what you're doing. You've got to go and pick up your cargo, you've got to know where you're going to make a good profit with it. With these, it is basically just delivery missions in a way, but with people, because technically that's what you're doing, you're delivering people. But let's have a quick look over at the transactions. I'm not sure which ones we're going to. We've got protesters. That's not the one we're going to yet now, is it? I think we're going to Maror, so I think this is the one we're going to. So, these guys, if we have too many delays, if we take too long to do it, they're not going to be very happy. And they're basically just going to jump out of the... Not jump out of the ship, but as soon as we dock, they'll basically just leave. Even if it's not where they want to go. They'll be so angry they'll try and find another way of getting to where they're going.
4, 3,
which is fair, I suppose. Well, let's get ourselves going and go and see just how well this does. Because I'm wondering if we'll stick with passengers or not. We'll just see how it goes. So, let's go and also see how good this fuel scoop is. I can't imagine it's going to be that great. Well, it's good enough. Especially if we're not going too far.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So, what else we got already? We've got some unidentified signal sources. I'm not too fussed with those. Because I've spent like the last couple of days just flying around signal sources on my main account trying to look for specific materials, only to realise I've been looking in the wrong place. So, that was fun. But I'm a lot closer to getting everything I want. I'm really just trying to look for what I need for some grade 5 modifications, really, because I've gone and done something a little bit drastic on my main account. I've gone and condensed all my ships down into one big ship. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I never liked doing that. I always liked having options before, but now I've kind of gone and done that, so it's kind of past the point of no return, and we are somewhat past the point of no return of getting there without doing a somewhat slight loop of correction. Although I kind of started doing that first, so that was really just bleeding off the speed, because we never went all the way around. So that was not a proper loop, that was like a hook, or a speed bleed hook, really. So let's go and get ourselves in. I mean, we've got contacts, and that's not the one I was looking for. So we've got a wing of eagles flying around. I've been doing a lot of planetary landings recently, because I've been basically unlocking and working through a lot of engineers on my main account. So that's kind of cool. I think we want to get some more engineers unlocked with Ducky at some point, but the main issue with Ducky at the moment is she's lacking a bunch of money, because we need credits in order to actually go and upgrade the ship to the point where we are confident with actually getting some upgrades on it. Because at the moment I've been upgrading D-rated materials and D-rated things, but I've only been doing it a little bit.
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, nah, I don't think they're going to be happy with that. I seem to do that fairly often when I'm not paying attention. But thankfully these guys are not too fussy with turbulence. So, I wish I could just, like... If only there was like a little fasten seatbelt button we could use. That would be quite amusing. But I might as well just go the rest of the way down here. It'd just be faster to do this. Oh, that's interesting. Some tourists have sent us a message. So what's this? Just received word that a hostile ship's been sent out against you. Alright, okay. Are we actually in the Mirror system? I don't know if we are. Let's find out. No, we're not in Mirror at the moment. We are in that one. Coal 285 sector, blah blah blah. That's where we are. Right, okay. So good to know. And we are coming in on the land base. We'll be there very shortly. Right, so we're getting very close. And I suspect we're actually coming in from the correct angle to go and get onto the pads we need. So let's go request. Yep, there we are.
Permission authorized. Assigned to landing pad 1-1.
So let's get our asses down on the ground. Landing gear out.
Landing gear deployed.
So let's slow our descent. There we go. All going well.
Scan detected.
You know, I got a bit surprised when I saw like the yellowy orange there for a second. Because, like I said, I've been landing at so many engineers' bases recently. I've been expecting these landing pads on planet side to be blue. So, oh well. So, let's get ourselves down. There we go.
Contact. Ship secured. Greetings.
So let's repair everything for that little bit of a turbulent entrance we had onto the planet. No, it's not the mission board, is it? No, it's passenger lounge. That's the one we want. Right, I was wondering about this. We can't seem to turn this mission in at the moment because we have insufficient cargo space. So what I need to do is to go and... Actually, go back. I can go and sell a couple of these, I suppose. So let's go to the commodities market. Now, where's the prosodium? We need to go and sell 3. There we go. So we go back into the passenger lounge. Well, there we go. We can hand in our contract now.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So there we go. So there, we've gotten rid of that selection of passengers. And we've now got a couple more we could go for if we wanted. Commodities and materials. What materials? Focus crystals and bromolite. So where do they want to go? They want to go a good distance away. What about you guys? You don't want to go too far away. So let's go and have a look in the galaxy map where this is. So it's a little ways off. You know, I'll leave it for now. We won't pick up anything new for the moment. But we will go and go back into the system map even. The galaxy map. And we're going to go to Ither. So let's buy the data. It's always nice to have the data, because that's always good. And this time we're going to a station, so that's nice. We don't have to do any planetary landings. I wonder how many of these passenger missions are actually to planets, and how many are to stations. I do like how when we go underground, the colour of the rock wall changes.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints retracted. Clear to leave control. controlled airspace.
Alright, well, let's get our asses out. Thankfully, we don't have to do much fannying around in order to get out. We just need to get above 2.3 kilometers. There we go. Now we can start jumping over to Ither, so that's kind of nice. Very easy to do. And as you can see, we're jumping into a K-class star. Civil unrest over there, and we're currently clean there. But it is for a hostile power.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Speaking of hostile power, I should have been with... Oh, brain. I should have been with Aisling Duval long enough now to get the prismatic shields, so I can go and buy them if I want. I'm not sure if I'm going to, though. We'll have to wait and see.
Fuel scooping. Fuel
Yep,
scooping.
that wasn't a lot of fuel we needed.
Disengaged.
Well, let's get our butts over to Alexandrov Colony. So yeah. Oh, great. We've been targeted. So let's go and avoid his interdiction. Note, name of the game. Keep our nose to the escape vector. I mean, we can go and vary our speed as well, because that's going to help. And there we go. We're away kind of easy, because they did only send an eagle against us. At least I think it was an eagle. I forget now. I'm pretty sure it was. So that's cool. So do we have to go and actually kill the guy? Please take us to our destination. Yeah, we don't actually have to kill him. I don't think we have to kill him. So yeah, well, let's go and drop these guys off, and that guy should stop coming after me. Because who was that they were going after? It was a tourist. Why are they sending guys after tourists, I wonder? Is it they're going to try... they're trying to steal their belongings or something? And can we even go and... No, we can't do anything. I'm just curious as to whether or not we could actually jettison people out. Doesn't look as though we can. Would have been funny if we were able to and just drop them into a star or something. If I ever had Justin Bieber or somebody like that as a bloody passenger in this, I'd do everything I could to drop them off in a star. I suppose that's probably why they don't give us the option. Because we probably have one of those celebrities or something that we just absolutely detest. So I don't see the mission target anymore since we evaded him. So that's good. I wonder if he's going to be waiting at the station, because that's going to be quite a feat if he is. Well, here we are. I don't see anything that's popped up around us. We've only got federal security, so yeah, we seem fine. There's no big issues at the moment, so that's all good. So let's go and request our docking. And I knew I was coming in at a bit of a funny angle, but I didn't realise I was going to catch there. I was expecting to just twist at the last second and be fine.
Scan detected.
Oh well, we're inside. Oh, it's one of the tourism destinations. Oh, that's cool. And I've overshot my landing pad. It's behind us on this platform level, I believe. Should be right there. Yep, there it is.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go. Just look at this place. It's so bright. Wow. I did a bit of a look at these new station types on the beta server. They just look so amazing still. I really do like these. Just all the greenery. as well. It's so cool. And the holographic water. And yes, it is holographic water, because why would they waste water here? And the fact that it's such low gravity, it'd make it a bit of an issue, I suspect. So anyway, let's get into the starport services and go and find out what our passengers are worth, well, so to speak. So we'll drop them off, because I know they're not great, but we'll make do. And we'll see how we go. So 18 processors seeking transport. Drop those off, and that guy looks like Aquaman. So there we go. We're still neutral with that faction, but that's fine. Oh, that's the aristocrats of Dawal. I wonder what we are with the guys back in Jonai. Doesn't he just look like Aquaman? Looks like a miserable Aquaman. Middle-aged Aquaman. So, anyway, what are we after now? Now we need to go and have a look at the last ones. And these are the guys that apparently had the guy sent after them. So let's open the galaxy map, go and basically plot our route over there. So again, we'll buy the data. And, oh great, it's another moon base. Oh well. I wonder what the gravity is on this planet. Does it tell us? It doesn't tell us. Alright, okay, fine. It was just, would have been nice to know. So 10 credits, there's a krona then. 10 credits to go and refuel. And I believe we are only jumping a handful of light years. Yeah, 3.93 light years. That's really not far. And this station really is bright. So there we go, nice clean exit. I wonder what it's like for the passengers actually flying aboard the JNS Flying Banana. JNS, you're asking? That is the Jonai Naval Service. Yes, we came up with our own little acronyms for the ships. So we've got JNS, which is the Jonai Naval Ship. We got the JRV, which is the Jonai Research Vessel. Pretty sure we had a couple more, but those are the only two I remember at the moment. We have the JCS, I think, we have as well, which is the Jonai Command Ship. Or Jonai Command Ship. So yeah. At least that's one we were playing around with recently, because, like I said, I've just condensed all my ships down. At least that's the one I was... At least that's the one we were playing around with, at least, at last. Because we have gone and... Well, I have gone and condensed all my ships down to one big ship. So it's kind of interesting. We're thinking of potentially having that one for my Anaconda. Because I've sold all my other ships, even my beloved Python. Although I do plan to buy that back in the near future and have that as another multi-role ship. Because I have my Anaconda as my dedicated combat ship, and have a Python as a dedicated multi-role. So that's going to be interesting. Ah, it looks like we've got our Eagle after us again. But as soon as we get into orbital, we should be good. Oh, great. There we go. Ha ha ha! There you go. You can't get me now, can you? So that's great. Now, we've just got to be a bit more careful coming down onto this one, because we don't want to end up coming in too fast like we did last time. So let's be a bit more careful. And this is the technique I usually use when I'm coming in. I do fly so that the planet is to my right-hand side. And then, so there we go, to about here. Then I'm happy to go in. It's about a -15 maybe a bit more until we at least drop. Because this is actually, well, a lot closer than I usually expect to be. So let's get down, let's get to drop altitude until we start gliding. So there we go, dropping from orbital into glide. There we go, so we're going to do is I'm going to nose up to about -15, -10. I'm going to wait until about now. There we go, and we're right on top of the base. Request docking. Now, question is...
Tango, Hotel, Echo, a docking request must be supplied before access can be granted.
Wait a minute. I swear I've heard that voice before in EastEnders. I know I don't watch EastEnders, but I have been forced to watch it on occasion.
Landing gear deployed.
It just sounds like such an East End accent, and I have lived in London as well. Not that I've heard many East End accents when I was actually living there, because I was living in the southwest of London. So, there we go. Very nice. So there we go.
Landing completed. Deactivating docking systems. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
That's such a Cockney accent. That's the last thing I was expecting to hear. Anyway, passenger lounge. Let's go and drop off these tourists because they are causing us no end of trouble. So there we go. We're now allied with the Wolves of Jonai properly. We're now almost maxed out. So that's kind of cool. We've got no more missions that we can get here because they require business class. I'm not sure we can pick up any, but there are only 5 as well. So 5 business class. Prisoners of war, and they need business class. Alright. Well, I'm not that interested anyway at the moment. What I'm thinking of doing, let's have a look. I'm thinking of... We've got HIP 93377 there. We've got Jonai here, and we have... Here we go, Tetanang. That's the one I'm looking for. Because we've got another bunch of stations owned by the Wolves of Jonai over here. In fact, we own all of these, I think. Yep. 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 And yep. Do we own any of these ones? No. And no. Those two are not fussed about anyway. But it's mainly these ones. Do we own any of that? I wonder if we own any of the planetary bases. I doubt it. But it'd be interesting to find out. No. That is a hostile. Let's have a look with this one. Independence of Tetanang. Tetanang Blue Syndicate. I seriously doubt it. Yeah, Tetanang Blue Syndicate. So, yeah, okay, fine. So, what we got? Agriculture, extraction, and extraction. So, we've got a choice of 2 extractions or an agriculture to go for. Let's go for the agricultural one. So let's go over there. Looks like we should be able to jump straight over. Are we jumping straight to... No, going through Le Kerbal first.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Please leave when ready.
That's such a weird thing to hear. Well, let's get ourselves above. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're clear of the restricted zone. Take care, Commander.
So we're still at a +2 elevation climb. So all we need to do... Sit. There we go. Auto line up. And we're over into Le Kerbal. Lackable. And from here, we're going to go jump over to Tetanang. I would have thought we'd actually been close enough to jump straight there, but obviously not. So let's see how quick we can go and refill our fuel tank. Not that
Fuel
bad
station
actually.
complete.
So that's going to be an identified signal source, I suspect? Yeah, it is. Not interested. Let's move over.
Charging.
Right, so here we are coming in on Smith Orbital. I always forget that Smith Orbital actually orbits a water world. I suspect that's where we get all the materials for the agricultural station. Now I don't remember if this system's actually an extraction. I think it's an extraction agricultural system, because that's what mainly the stations are. But it seems more extraction than agricultural. Now I do like seeing the bobbleheads at the front because it just gives you so much more of a sense of inertia, let's say. So let's request docking. Let's try not to get stuck on the cattle grid this time, the toast rack. And we're at pad 2, so that's going to be fairly close. Yeah, there we are. And just look at everything in here, all the hydroponics and everything. It just looks so cool. So let's get our asses down. Nearly there. There we go. So let's have a quick look around as well. So again, we've docked right next to a bunch of the hydroponics. And I'm thinking as well that, because someone was saying that these ones are actually hung in such a way that they're using the gravity, well, the simulated gravity from the station in order to grow faster. So that's kind of a cool idea. Especially since that the gravity here is not actually going to be that strong. Because where we are at the moment, we're not going to be experiencing 1 G. It's going to be more like about 0.2 Gs, 0.3 maybe. I'll have to work that out one day because I'm rather curious about it. We'll have a look in the starport services whilst we're here. We'll go and see if we can find any more interesting passenger missions. So let's go and see what we can find. See if we can find anything that actually pays a decent amount. So we've got a choice of 8 up here. We've got a lot. Oh, hello. On 6 million. But you want to go to a bunch of places. So that's going to take a while. So that's something I'm definitely not going to be doing today. But I will be taking a look at this in the near future. We've got commodities materials. Okay, nanofabric insulators. Because what's great is we've got more missions to go and have a look for commodities and materials. So it's not just cargo missions, kill missions. I mean, we've also got the passenger missions, which will help us with that as well. We've got more here as well, so that's nice. 500,000. Let's see what you get. Anomalous FSD telemetry. Let's see. So this looks like a good station to actually go and do all this from. So more commodities. Well, that's another VIP. To be perfectly honest, I think we'd probably just go with this kind of thing because a lot of these look really nice paying. But this seems like a really nice system to actually come back to and try a few more missions, and especially since we can try and find some really nice rare commodities. Not commodities, but rare materials here. I don't expect we'll be able to find too many. We've got precipitated alloys here. I don't know if they're actually rare or not. I suspect they're kind of common to slightly rare. But yeah, no, there's also one here for 43 million. This would be an interesting one to go for, but how far have we got to go for this one? 26,000 light years. That's something I'm definitely not doing in the Imperial Clipper. Because where is it they're wanting to go? I'm assuming this is to Beautiful Rings. Payment will be received on the return. Hell no. We've got 12 million here. That's 8 business. How far is that one? That one's not too bad. That's 2,000 light years. So that's kind of cool. They want to go and see Earth-like Dance with Giant. Okay. Well, I suppose we might have to go and do some of these more interesting ones when we come back next episode, because that's going to be it for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. But, you know, as always, like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. And don't forget, you can always go and support me on Patreon if you so desire by hitting the button up on the top right. But anyway, guys, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf. You guys have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.